you want to see what's going on. Make sure that you're learning how to do this as well. I don't just want people to come to me for credit restoration or credit repair. I want them to learn it themselves. And so we provide them with the information to do that. Uh, been heavily involved in that and the UCC, um, I guess since eternity. But Greg, you kind of caught me off guard. Though. I didn't even know you were doing the Zoom calls, man.
Yeah, well,
So,
I wasn't going to. I was going to retire, and then some people kind of started talking to me about these guys with child support. And what I tell people is, I came up with the Dropbox concept because of you, Will. I show people
mhm.
this is what I've done,
They provide proof, right?
right? And Will was in that meeting when the attorney said what she thought happened with me is they didn't want what I did.
Yeah.
Tell me what the attorney said in that meeting, Will.
Yeah, I get paraphrasing, but nevertheless, she just essentially said that they didn't want to pass give any type of acknowledgement to Greg's success with the child support because then it would become case law. And if I'm saying it right, they would become case law, and then people would be able to use it in the future to defend themselves in child support cases. I think that's what she was saying for the most part, right, Greg?
Yeah, something to that. And they all brought me in because people were thinking it was just the paperwork. And I'm like, no, it's the ability
Yeah.
to go in there and present yourself in the court. And Will was a part of me long time ago before I even got close to where I am now. But I have to give him credit because, and you can go watch, there's an interview on my page that has Will talking about the UCC negotiable instruments, what he went through going into court, having to defend. And you were looking at some prison time too, right, Will?
50 years.
What?
Well,
Yeah, 50 years. That was back in 2004, I think it was. They trying to hit me with 50 years. Now, I didn't get an attorney, though. I went ahead and represented myself because I thought the attorney was going to work alongside them and help. And I'd probably be in prison right now if I had to use their attorney. But yeah, I fought the case with the UCC. We were doing bills of exchanges at the time, negotiable instruments, and we had all our paperwork. We provided all the paperwork. And my paperwork, it's not trying to do anything illegal. That's why we said we had the paperwork. We had a paper trail to show to the courts. And I showed the courts, listen, my paperwork explained exactly how to use this negotiable instrument. And if you chose not to, then just send it back. They chose to use it, but they chose to use it in their own way outside of the direction that I had explicitly given them. And so it made it a criminal offense. It was a criminal offense, but it wasn't a criminal offense on my behalf. It was a criminal offense on their behalf because they took my bill of exchange and sent it to the court, to the bank. That's not what I said to do. I told them you utilize my exemption through the Department of Commerce, and then we could get some remedy that way. But see, they have a choice. They had a choice, just send it back if it wasn't something that they would honor. But they decided to use it their own way. So it was a criminal offense on their behalf. And so, I think I did we did about a 2-hour show on that, huh, Greg?
Yeah.
I haven't even watched it. Yeah.
And the thing that I learned from Will is, and by the way, Will, I have my own new UCC book. Thank you. But anyway.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because you wouldn't go back anyway, right? But,
yeah.
But what Will taught me to do is stop the other stuff and do your own research because
I do.
You will go to jail messing with these people that stupid stuff.
Some of the people on this call are trying the UCC, or what are they doing?
No, this is just I do classes called Sport Basics.
I'm learning about it.
Yeah.
Well, you're learning about the UCC?
Yeah, I'm fascinated. Look what I just got this week.
Put it over this way. I can't see it. Commercial law applied. Learn to play the game. Oh, okay. Who is it by? Who's the author? Hold up. Let me see who's the author.
Who's the author on that?
David Robinson.
Okay.
I would say this, and me and Will don't agree on much stuff, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the way to be. That's the way it's got to be, though. We don't want to agree on everything.
But listen, go get the UCC book.
Yeah.
Start from the front of the UCC book.
And more importantly, read the UCC Connection by Howard Freeman.
Howard Freeman. Yeah.
Yeah, because now what y'all doing now is a lot of new stuff in there now, and a lot of people are approaching it theoretically without any practical application. My thing was the combination of theory and practice. Okay, on the Bible, from a biblical perspective, is faith and works.
Yep.
So you can't just sit up here and tell me, "Oh, I read a book and it sounds intriguing," because theory is always great. Mike Tyson said, "Everybody's got a plan
Until they
until they
get
get
punched
hit in the
in.
mouth." Right?
I
So
tell you,
we want to know
that
what happened to you after
But
you got
you
hit in
know
the
what?
mouth.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
all your theory, all the books you read and everything, and you romanticizing about it. So I say read the book, but get Howard Freeman's UCC connection, and I think he's most honest
You
about
get
the
him.
uniform.